Hey guys, so the saga that is Ferociously Steph continues with this stupid ass tweet. Now, she's trying to, play the victim here and try to say that she never said this by saying, oh, I never said most, I just said a lot. But the tweet is, I have never and will never say most gamers are white supremacists. White men have the most privilege when it comes to voice chat communication. This statement has riled more than a few white supremacists. Remember, having privilege does not invalidate your hardships. So, of course, people tear into her, and let's see where it is. I like this one. Everyone I don't like is Hitler, a child's guide to online political discussion. That's great. Actually, it was a little golden book. You guys remember the little golden books? Those books were amazing. I had like a stack of them when I was a kid. It was great. So I think it was up here, like one of the first ones. Yeah. So they're like, oh really? So they play the one where they.
I think a lot of you gamers are actually white supremacists.
So she's trying to say, I never said most, but there's no difference between most and a lot. You're still calling gamers white supremacists because you don't agree with what they say. It doesn't matter what the quantity is. The fact is, you are calling gamers white supremacists because they don't agree with your stupid ass ideals. Oh, they'd call me dude. It's so offensive. I try to play competitive game online, and I have to talk to people, and I can hear them, and they're like, dude, shut up. And that word, I'm not a dude, okay? I'm a trans female, okay? I'm female, and you misgendering and using the wrong pronouns is deeply offensive to me. That is why they say it. Not because these people are actually white supremacists. And how can you tell the color of someone by their voice? Isn't that a little racist? So what? If oh man, they don't talk like this, man, and they're not black or something? There are plenty of intelligent black people who don't talk like that, who can speak, full sentences, not slur words, and talk like they're a thug. So how can you tell white privilege in a game through voice? You can't. Maybe some of those people are black. If so, then she's the fucking racist. And then I've said this. The left are the racist ones. She's saying that all men on chat are white supremacists. How the fuck can you tell the color of a person's skin by their voice? And don't tell me you can. Because like I said, you're saying that all white people have to sound a certain way, so what? All white people, we're all white supremacists, so we all have to sound like we're Southern, and man, we're gonna get that trans girl, we're gonna beat her up and hang her, and then what? So like what? All Hispanics? Man, all Hispanics have to sound like they're from Mexico, man? Hey, Holmes. So like what? So tell me how you can tell a person's identity by their voice. Who's the real racist one here? Is it the white supremacists on here, or it's this thing assuming that everyone's a white supremacist and assuming that they're all white? Tory Target. They're not cool. Let's see what else she said. There are problems with voice chat. Let's talk about how to make the playing field more level, i.e. ways to effectively exchange tactical information without your voice. I'm not coming to steal voice chat from you. I was arguing against an impending reckless implementation. God, after a long day, I can't speak for shit. If a lot and most are the same thing, why do you keep misquoting me? There's a lot of white supremacists in my comments and DMs right now, by the way. That's, it's just too much. There's nothing wrong with being sensitive. No, there's nothing wrong with being sensitive. There is a problem, however, with being overly sensitive. Like the kind of person that cries over everything. The lightest fucking breeze touches your face, you're like... Someone accidentally brushes up against you in the store. Someone calls you the wrong pronoun. Your mom says, I love you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that last one. Actually, no. That would be my mom. Not for me. I don't do the crying, but she's like, I love you. I'm like, love you too. Bye. It's like, you talk like that to your mother? Actually, most of the time, I don't even say I love you back. You're an asshole. I know. I never stated to be anything other than an asshole. My dad says, love you, buddy. I'm like, okay, thanks. Anyways. What is it? Who am I? Who I am is not allowed to exist. Trans, furry, soft, primal, sensitive. No. People don't have a problem with trans people, or furries, or soft, primal, sensitive, whatever the fuck that's supposed to mean. I guess the whole animalistic part where she likes to pretend she's a deer, go outside and fucking start eating grass. Does she do it right after it rains? You know, since the grass is nice and wet, it's probably easier to chew. So you can see her out in the rain. She's like... fucking people outside walking their pets, and they're like... what the fuck? I'm eating grass, okay? But, yeah, so she went on, like, this, tirade. I'm trying to find it. Was it this one? She basically went off. I think Twitch might have reprimanded her. Oh wait, what's this one? I think it's this one. Continued. Oh yeah, it's this one. Alright, the Safety Advisory Council had its first meeting today. I'm honored to be part of the team. Very glad to bring my voice and perspective to the council. It's been a hectic few days, blah blah blah. I made comments that were taken out of context and sensationalized that do not represent my role on Twitch. How do you take what you said out of context? You said it on camera. There's no way of taking it out of context. I'm not Twitch staff. I understand how what I said was misinterpreted. God. Making excuses, not just... instead of just bucking up, using the pair of balls that they have and just saying, you know what? I was wrong for saying it. They're like tiptoeing around and be like, well, it was misunderstood and it was taken out of context. It's just, they're basically like, you guys are the idiots for not understanding what I was saying. No, we all understood what you said. Oh god, people are so fucking horrible sometimes. What? Is that actually what she said? Now, someone hacked the Dear Girls account. I would certainly hope so. It was posted on a parody account. Okay. I was gonna say. What? Sure. This really triggered some of you. Let these niggas get mad. Ion, give a fuck. Yes. Poor dear. What was I? Misinterpreted. I'm empowered to have a voice, a platform, and a community despite a deluge of harassment. I can exist and will continue to. I want to be clear that my role is not to moderate or address specific streams. I will be offering my perspective and advice on issues, challenges, products, and policies more broadly, and am excited to bring my voice to the table. your very manly, well, not manly voice, but very boyish voice. I've always fought for diversity in marginalized communities. I will continue to do so on this council and use my voice to advocate for, empathize with communities that are often silenced. Who's being silenced? This isn't the fucking Middle East. Seriously, people need to stop acting like we're the fucking Middle East, where people like them are being fucking strung out in the streets and stoned to death or pushed off cliffs or off the top of buildings. That's not how it is here. You're not being fucking silenced, so stop that fucking bullshit. Seriously, stop it. You're not being silenced here. You're not being marginalized. If anyone's making you the victim, it's yourself. It's just like the fucking certain black people who constantly use the, oh, well, we were enslaved, and that's why black people and me do these horrible things because, down with the white man. But then they're committing crimes against other black people, so how the fuck does that even make sense? When you use when you become the victim and use that kind of mentality to justify what you're doing, no one is making you the victim except for yourself. So grow a fucking bigger pair, use it. Get the fuck over it. You're not being marginalized, you're not being silenced, none of that is actually happening. If you want to see what that's like, go to the Middle East where they fucking stone people like you to death. No one here is being stoned to death. And when people here are being hurt, guess who it's usually by? That protected group that people don't like to talk about. The Muslims. So when there's stabbings and stuff like that, it's usually the Muslims. You go to London, France, Germany, same thing. The people who tend to be throwing acid at gays and women and stuff like that are usually Muslims. Why? Because that's what they do in their countries. So you want to talk about that? Go over there. Guarantee you won't last a day over there. You'd be fucking stoned to death, or pushed off the top of a building, or stabbed to death, or have acid thrown on you. Fuck. Seriously, people do not fucking think before they fucking talk. Are they... Steph, I am proud to be one of the many voices that contribute to us collectively having a... that will contribute to us collectively having a real impact here. Also, Steph...
How I feel, which is... No, I'm just not cool with white supremacy, y'all. It's really not that. I think a lot of you gamers are actually white supremacists. Sorry. Just a fact.
Yep, just a fact. But, hey, it's Charlie. But, that's an extreme minority, not remotely significant enough to amount to justify calling gamers white supremacists. Yeah. Glad they allow a Twitch member that assume many gamers are white supremacists. Can anyone tell me how what she said can even be misinterpreted? Exactly. There's a huge racism problem in community and gamers, my dude. No, there's really not. Yeah, there's maybe one or a few, maybe a handful, but to say most, that's stretching it. Like I said, how can you tell a person's race by their voice on chat when half the time their voice, it's not even coming through that great? Anything else? How long are we? 14 fucking minutes. Jesus Christ. Shut the fuck up. You are Burger. The people who work at Twitch. Bottomless pit. People are just fucking funny on here. You look at this tweet and tell me there is a God. I love people. I mean... oh, wow. Oh, fuck off. Hey, FerociouslySteph, what are you? An idiot sandwich. Anyways, that'll do it for me. But yeah, I just want to show you guys the freaking tweets that she was putting out. Basically saying that we're all stupid and we just misinterpreted what she said, when the video quite clearly shows what she's talking about. There's no way of misinterpreting it. There's no way of telling a person's race by their voice on fucking voice chat in a video game. And if you say you can, you're the fucking racist, because that you're saying that you can, that white people all talk a certain way, that black people talk a certain way, Hispanics talk a certain way, Asians talk a certain way. So who's really the racist here? Anyways, thumbs up, thumbs down, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below, and I will see you all, guys. See you, everyone, boys, girls, deers. I'll see you, people, next time. Bye, guys, girls, deers. Bye.